So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about golf and back pain and why you might be getting some back pain when you're playing golf. And this maybe is a little bit more appropriate to the guy that's not doing it on a professional level. Maybe you're doing it socially, or you've just started, a little bit like myself. I've only been playing for a very short amount of time, but already, obviously, I've got maybe a little bit of a better insight into the back than most. But already you can see some main areas where you're going to suffer with back pain from golf. So a few things. Number one, if you're carrying your own bag around the golf course, on an 18-hole golf course, do expect some back pain. It's very difficult. You're carrying increased load on your back for a long period of time, and then you stand up and you do a nice twist with your swing. Now, that's not a good idea because it's putting tremendous compression through this lumbar spine, and then you're doing a nice twist, and it's only a matter of time before it's going to give you a little bit of trouble. So, especially if you're not warming up correctly or cooling down afterwards. So, please try and use one of the trolleys so you don't have to lug your bag, especially on those hilly courses. Lugging up and down hill, it's going to lead to some element of back pain sooner or later. The next thing is more for sort of the beginners with their swing. When you're practicing golf, it's an extremely repetitive task, and you've got to make sure that you're going to be limbered up effectively to go and do these movements, especially if you're new to the sport. The amount of rotation that's sort of happening through this mid-back, I mean, you can even see here, see how the spine moves a lot up in this section, but this lower section down here isn't moving very much. That'll be very similar to you, and it's just a luck that I did that with the spine here. It wasn't pre-planned. This section is very mobile. This section doesn't move so well. So what you'll find, if you're not appropriately identifying these areas, number one, it's probably going to affect your driving distance as well. But it means that force is going to focus on certain sections of your spine. You're going to be wearing those sections more. And with practice, maybe hitting 50 to 100 balls, or you're on the actual course itself, you're going to start to create tension areas and stress areas that are repetitively going to build up, which further down the line can be a problem. So some sensible care of self, stretching after your workout, potentially warming up correctly with some good symmetrical movements to make sure all the joints are limbered up nicely. Because remember, especially if you're a new person, that you are going to be moving in a way that you don't typically move. And it makes sense to look after yourself as you're learning this new skill. So for me, I've got the good fortune of being able to treat myself, or get my colleagues to treat me here in the clinic on a regular basis to make sure that stress doesn't build up in any unwanted way. My swing is far from perfect, so I need a good bit of work after the actual session on the driving range to undo some of the bad stuff that's actually going through my spine. So take care of yourself too, and there's simple things that you can do. And if you have a look at any of our other videos on our channel, you'll see numerous exercises and stretches that you can actually do to help loosen your back up. And this can be done either after or before you go for your golfing range. The final thing is actually just take into account how long you're out there on the golf course. You might be out there for 2, 3 or 4 hours, and that's an abnormal level of activity if you spent Monday to Friday 9 till 5 sat behind a desk. So pay attention to that, and if you're going on one of those holidays where you're doing it for 5 days straight, then do remember to take little breaks, look after yourself, warm showers, or potentially some ice on any sensitive areas in the back, just to make sure that you don't allow inflammation to build up to unnecessary levels. But all in all, listen to your body and remember that it is a different set of movements to what you're used to. It's extremely repetitive, and you want to take steps to actually symmetrically stretch off those muscles so your body can function more effectively, decrease the likelihood of injury, and ultimately drive a little bit further, which will also help. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to watch our video today. Remember, for more videos like this, you can hit one of the buttons up here. For videos on our Back in Shape program, so you can work out from home and protect your back, just click the button over here. And remember to stay up to date with all our videos, hit the subscribe button above my head. Thanks for watching.